We are on Book 11, Lions at Lunchtime, Chapter 5, and it is called Ha Ha. So, if you remember, Jack just got Annie out of the mud, and the wild beasts were on their way over there. Our prediction was um, all different ones. Maybe they got stuck, the wild beasts got stuck in the mud, and some said that Jack and Annie helped them. A whole bunch of different ones. But let's see what happens. Chapter 5. Ha ha. Oh, no, 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 shouted Annie. She raced down the bank until she reached a sandy, clear spot. Here, here, she called. The wild beast followed her with their wild eyes. Jack watched in disbelief as the swimmers changed their course. Slowly, all the wild beasts swam to where Annie stood. She waved them in like a traffic policeman. Jack grabbed his backpack. Annie, he cried, let's go before we get trampled. Keep it up, she shouted to the wild beast as she took off after Jack. They ran farther up the river, away from the incoming wild beasts. Finally, they stopped to catch their breath. They took they looked back. Everything seemed fine. Fine. The wild beasts were scrambling safely over the riverbank. Soon they would graze on the grass prepared by the zebras. Good work, Jack said to Annie. Thanks, she said. Okay, now for our riddle. No, first we've got to get clean, said Jack. You look like you're in a mud suit. High-pitched laughter rang through the air. It sounded mocking and mean. Jack and Annie turned around. They saw two spotted brown animals standing in the tall grass. The creatures had bodies like dogs, but with sloping backs. They laughed again. Ha ha, said Annie. You don't look so great yourself. What are they? Said Jack. He took out the book. He tried not to get mud on it as he looked for a picture. When he found it, he read aloud. On the African plains, the hyena is the ruling predator after the lion. It makes a sound similar to a high-pitched human laugh. What's predator mean? Said Annie. It means it catches things and eats them, said Jack. Oh, said Annie. Yuck. The two hyenas laughed again, and they moved closer to Jack and Annie. Quietly, Jack read more. The hyena has a reputation for being a thief and a coward. Let's see if they're cowards, whispered Annie. Let's try to scare them. The hyenas laughed and moved a little closer. How? Jack asked. Act like a monster, said Annie. Meow! Jack and Annie made terrible monster faces. They put out their hands and rushed at the hyenas. Arr! They shouted. The hyenas yelped and scurried off. Scaredy cats! Annie shouted after them. Come on, said Jack. Annie and Jack took off in the other direction. They ran around a bend in the river. Jack heard the hyena laughter again. It sounded far away. We're going to make hyenas today. Good, he said. They're gone. Hey, maybe we could wash over there, said Annie. She pointed to the edge of the forest. There was a small pond surrounded by tall grass. Zebras were drinking the water. Yeah, said Jack, if it's safe enough for them to drink. The zebras ignored them as they walked toward the pond. See the hyenas? We're also going to make a pond today, too. So they're about to go up to the water because they saw that the hyenas were, the zebras were drinking from it, so they figured that it was safe for them too. When they reached the edge of the water, Jack set his heavy backpack down in the dry grass. He glanced around. No lions were in sight, but then he heard something. On the far side of the pond, something very bright was coming out of the trees. Let's read that again. On the far side of the pond, something very big was coming out of the trees. Something very big. What was coming out of the trees that was very big? You are going to make a prediction. I am going to show you how to do it on the Jamboard so you can help me. But you are going to make a prediction about what do you think is coming out of the trees. It's really big.